Hey guys, this is Nathan and welcome back to Crash Landing. So today we are going to be working a bit more with this pressure chamber as well as a couple of other things. So we need to make a whole bunch of the capacitors. So to do that we need a piece of redstone, a piece of compressed iron, and then a piece of plastic, either the lightning plant or squid plant, to go along with it. So we need 36 pieces of compressed iron. Ooh, we are just about out of compressed iron. So then we need 18 of each of these, because that just happened to be how many I grabbed. And what we're going to do, we are going to drop in half of this and make, first off, I think this is making capacitors. So we'll just wait until those are made. We will also come over here and put a little bit of coal into our furnace compressor, and so this is going to keep the pressure up, hopefully. And once the redstone gets in here, we should see these start to turn into capacitors. So is that all in there? Now it is. Oh wait, it pulled the plastic out, because that's what we're filtering. So let's go okay, so we'll drop that back in there, and now should go in there right away. Let's go ahead and add another piece of coal to each of these, because otherwise we are going to run out of that stuff again. So now we should have everything that is needed, assuming, okay, we need a little bit more pressure to push those out of there. Come on. Push them in. There we go. So now, these require 1 bar of pressure to be produced. So it's going to take just a little bit for the pressure to go up there. But I'm going to do the same thing with the transistors, and then I'm going to assemble all of these unassembled PCBs into printed circuit boards. And then I'm going to craft those into the PRC LX100 control circuits. So that's what I've got planned to start out with today. This is going to take a little bit for a pressure buildup and things like that. So I will take care of that, and then I'll be back. Well, now that we are starting to get somewhere with our tech, we can continue on in the quest book. Now I've got 7 of these PRC LX100 logic expansion cards. Now these things do not stack, so the best way to store them is in a Java Better Barrel. But we are going to be using a bunch of those here very shortly, but first we're going to take a look at the quest book. So we had this power underwhelming. Well, we are finally getting somewhere. However, before we can really progress, we need a source of power. I think I found the perfect place to start. Those teleporting aliens leave behind these curious pearls that give off some strange energy. I think you could build a generator that uses those as fuel. At a bit over 20 minutes per ender pearl, this isn't a bad source of power. I'm sure we can do better, however. Alright, so we are going to need to grab a few of these, and actually we'll leave one behind because we don't need that many. We're just hot. So to make the ender generator, we need 3 ender pearls, 2 eyes of ender, 2 redstone, a furnace, and then 1 of these guys. So that's going to make the ender generator. Now this thing we are going to place out here to power our harvester. So as of right now, we have not put any power back into this thing. We've gotten a huge amount of leaves, huge amount of logs, and a decent number of saplings. But we're going to drop our ender pearls in here, and we now have power being produced at 80 RF a tick for the next 5.5 hours. So, yeah, that is going to last a very long time. Now, is this not... No, this is not going into the... Oh, I know why. Because we need this to be input. There we go. So that one's input. We'll set all others to output. That will make things work a lot better. Now this thing does give off a fair amount of heat. I did not realize that. But thankfully we shouldn't have to deal with it too much. Now, we got that done. So this is going to give us 200 pearls and 6 hardened energy conduits. That is really nice. So that was that one. And now we can continue forward. Now, I noticed when I started, and I still got to figure out why that one's not cleared, but I noticed when I went back out here to the main menu in the book that the technological revolution has now opened up and we are 8% complete here. So we have one quest with an unclaimed reward here, and that is the first one, covering the basics. Before we get working on the more complex stuff, let's make sure you have the groundwork down first. A task where the player needs specific items. Okay, so we needed a machine frame, a PRC LX100 logic expansion card, and a printed circuit board. Now this is going to give us another machine frame, and we can pick either Invar or Electrum. Invar. The Electrum is only gold and silver. We don't have a lot of use for that. Iron and nickel, on the other hand. But so now we have a whole bunch of other stuff that is available. We have the MFR Basics, which we want a 10 upgrade and a precision sledgehammer. This is going to give us another expansion card, some Invar, and some rubber bars. Well, let's go ahead and make that real quick. So we need sticks. We need a couple of sticks. We need some plastic. And I think we need 5 pieces of that. Yeah, we'll just grab the whole stack. I'm not sure how many we need. And then we need some tin, since it says we need tin. We'll go ahead and grab that. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that it doesn't matter which tin we're using. And then I think we need a gold nugget. And let's see here. All of these crafting bit. Nope, this one's not used. Okay, so we will go ahead and make our precision hammer, which I believe is like this, isn't it? No? Precision hammer. Hammer! Aha! Ha ha ha! Yeah, I was on the right track on this second time around. Alright, so there's our precision sledgehammer, and now we need the upgrade. And we need the tin one, which is right here, which takes 3 pieces of plastic, 3 tin ingots, 2 redstone, and a golden... Okay, well, we were close. But we also need some redstone, so let's go grab some redstone. Alright. So there's the redstone. So now, do we have everything that we need here? Is this not going to work with plastic sheets? I don't think it's going to. I think we need some of our plastic from Pneumatic Craft. So let's go ahead and get over here and grab a little bit of plastic. And I suppose we'll take some of the green. We get tons and tons of creeper plastic seed or creeper plant seeds out of our spawner. Every time that you hear one blow up, that's what we are getting. So back over here. So we need 3 pieces of plastic, 3 pieces of tin. We need a gold nugget. And then we need these. And there we go. Tin upgrade. So that should take care of this one. And yeah, we will go ahead and claim our rewards there. Now we need growing green things. Alright, so trees for leaves and saplings, crops for food. You've been harvesting by hand. It is time to move beyond that. So we need a harvester. Well, let's read this. A harvester set to shear leaves should finally put an end to your water woes. Well, I didn't have any water woes, but okay, whatever. Just remember, you don't get saplings from doing that. Perhaps a second harvester-planter combo just for saplings would be a good idea. Remember, all MFR machines except the grinder affect a 3x3 area. Install range upgrades as necessary. So we already have our harvester, but we want a planter and a fruit picker. Alright, well, let's go ahead and come over here. We are going to drop a few of these PRC LX100 expansion cards in here. We are going to make several machine frames. So we have plenty of those, And then right here we have the recipe for the planter. Now the planter takes some plastic sheets, flower pot, pistons, copper ingots, and redstone reception coil. And so there's that one. Now the fruit picker takes plastic sheets, an Invar axe, shears, and a redstone reception coil. Now, one thing that I am really kind of curious on this fruit picker is if it will work on these guys or if it only works on the trees. I think it should work on both, but we'll have to test that out and find out ourselves. So we have those now. Let's see what the quest book says. Okay, we're going to get 16 raw plastic, a better barrel, and 6 opaque item ducts for this one. So there we go. So next up we have basic machines. You have to start somewhere. Alright, though basic, these machines should serve you well while you get the rest of your technological infrastructure up. Plus, the pulverizer can take over for all the ore gravel and ore sand hammering you have been doing. It will happily turn ore gravel into ore sand and the ore sand into ore dust. It even will output bonus ore pieces just like a hammer, although at a slightly reduced rate. Alright, so we need a pulverizer, a redstone furnace, energetic infuser, and the auto packager. Well, the auto packager we already have. And since we are at a point where all of this stuff is getting moved, we're going to go ahead and pick this guy back up. Okay, so there is the auto packager. That is the first one. Oh, we have to craft it. Are you kidding? That makes me unhappy. Alright, well, I did not realize that we had so many of these to make. But I do have the recipe for the pulverizer set up here. So we need a machine frame in here, and that is going to make the pulverizer with some copper, redstone, flint, and a piston. So there's the pulverizer. So we are starting to get a lot of machines, and finally we have one more here. And I know I'm probably going to get a bunch of people saying, why on earth are you making this? But I want one more autonomous activator. So, yeah, I do have my purposes for the autonomous activator. Not entirely sure I can explain it, but we are going to come out here now. We have this power set up and everything over here. Now it is time to start putting some of this stuff to use. So I guess we have some item ducts, but we need a lot more stuff to make this all work. So let's get back in here. We are going to pull up basically all of this stuff. So let's go ahead and pull up all of these. We're going to pull up our item ducts. That's going to also give us a whole bunch of pneumatic servos as we start doing this. These guys here will do the same thing. Okay, and we're going to get this hot garbage out of here in just a little bit. So we're also going to break this. Oh, God. I didn't realize all of that was in there. Okay. Well, there's that. Let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff. So we are getting more and more of this garbage picked up. Lots and lots of eggs. Oh my God. Okay, so we still have a bunch of stuff in here. We'll go ahead and drop that stuff off. Why not? Okay, so we are going to have to make another auto packager. That kind of sucks. But we've got a whole bunch of other stuff here. Let's see, what else do we have? We have a whole bunch more item ducts, fluid ducts. We will go ahead and put the whatever that stuff, the sludge, we will run into this thing for now. So we'll go ahead and place this down here next to the next to this thing. No. Okay, well, I guess it automatically outputs. We don't have to do anything else. Okay, so we are hungry. Alright, so that is going to output the sludge. We are going to have to make a sludge boiler to deal with this stuff, but we have now cleared it out of the harvester. Alright, so next we want to put in a planter. So the planter goes right here underneath this thing, and then we'll put the dirt back up here. Okay, now let's go ahead and get a couple more things here. We'll need a way out after we get all of this in here. So we need a way for power to get into this thing, and we need a way for items to get into it. So the power we are going to run with leadstone. We don't have any leadstone energy conduits with us. Alright, well, we will just use the hardened energy conduits then. Whatever, so we now have power in here. So the next thing that we want to do is to get items into it. So we are going to need a pneumatic servo for this one so that we can sort only saplings. So we're going to grab one sapling. We are going to put a pneumatic servo on here. Then we are going to wrench this guy in the opposite direction. And then empty hand check here. We are going to whitelist jungle saplings. Okay, finally we are going to set this to ignored. And this should now be pouring saplings out here. And what? Okay, there we go. So there we have it. We are now producing wood and leaves, well, wood at least, automatically. So this system by itself would automatically take care of everything. So we have our power and everything there. So next up we want to get our water production over here. Of all things, we are going to move the water production out there. So I have emptied out the fluid transposers. What? Put a tank in here. Oh, it outputs it to the side. That scared me. Okay, so we have our fluid transposers. We're going to go ahead and pick those up if we can. Let's go ahead and drop these leaves in there. We'll drop a couple of things in here as well. Oh my god, our inventory. Okay, well, let's go clear our inventory out. I am going to figure out how I'm going to set these transposers in there, and then I'll be back. Well, I have gotten this stuff temporarily set up over here. We have our pulverizer here, turning cobble into gravel and sand. We have our fluid transposers, taking leaves and turning them into water bottles. We have the fruit picker, gathering up apples and oranges for us. And I did check, and this does not work with the Pam's Harvest Craft vegetables, so we will have to use the harvester and planter for that. But the harvester has been working, the generator's been doing its things, everything has been working good here, and we have more than a better barrel full of jungle logs now. I have not been collecting leaves for a while so that we could instead get plenty of saplings. And if we look at how many saplings we have here, yeah, we're up to basically 8 stacks of jungle saplings now. And I'd be willing to bet, okay, we are outputting those straight down, so that works perfectly. So the saplings that we get from processing these leaves go straight into the planter system. Okay, that is perfect. But yeah, got all this stuff set up. We're finally looking really good on our power, water, all of that stuff. And so with that, I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to give a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. If you have any thoughts about what I've been working on, or something that you would like to see me work on, be sure to leave that down in the comments, and I will see you next time. Bye!